So you're thinking about moving to Charlotte, North Carolina. Well guys, I'm gonna level with you. Living in Charlotte, North Carolina sounds exciting. I mean, it's on everybody's best places to live list, and it's one of the fastest growing cities in the United States. But here's the one thing people don't tell you. A lot of people that move to Charlotte end up moving out of Charlotte. They end up moving out to one of Charlotte's popular suburbs like Fort Mill, South Carolina, Huntersville, Cornelius, Davidson, or Waxhaw, one of the great suburbs in the area. So today I'm going to break down exactly why that is. So you want to make sure you watch this video till the end if you're thinking about moving to Charlotte, because it may just save you from making two moves. If you are new to the channel and want to know all there is to know about the Charlotte area, make sure you click subscribe and turn notifications on. And also jump over to Instagram where we post daily. That way you'll be the first to know everything going on here in Charlotte. My name is Josh Finigan, team leader with the Finigan Group powered by eXp Realty. And every single day we're getting calls, texts, and emails from people just like you looking to move to the Charlotte area. And guys, I'll tell you, we absolutely love it. So whether you're looking to move in 9 days or 90 days, give us a call, text us, email us, schedule a Zoom meeting. The link is just below. We'd love to connect, learn what you're looking to accomplish, and how we can help. Charlotte, North Carolina is one of the fastest growing metros in the United States. I mean, guys, 117 people every single day move to Charlotte, North Carolina. And it seems like every single week we make one of those best places to live or top cities list. And guys, it's well deserved. And Charlotte is fantastic, and for a lot of reasons. But guys, this video today is not about why you should move to Charlotte. The truth is, many people who end up moving to Charlotte, North Carolina, or even long-term residents of Charlotte, end up moving out of Charlotte for one of the surrounding suburbs for one of many reasons, whether it be for the property taxes, the schools, the traffic you can see in Charlotte, or for the lifestyle, or for a little bit more safety and peace of mind. So today we're gonna break all this down for you, explain exactly why people end up moving out of Charlotte, and hopefully save you from making two moves. So guys, let's go ahead and jump in. Now, the first reason people leave Charlotte for the suburbs is higher property taxes right here in Charlotte. In North Carolina, your tax bill is based on your home's assessed value multiplied by the combined county and municipal rates. Every county sets its own rate, and if you live inside city limits, you also pay a city tax. For example, if you live in Charlotte, the combined city and county rate is 75.72 cents per $100 of value. And property taxes here in Charlotte can be a lot higher than some of the surrounding counties like York County, Union County, Iredell County, and Cabarrus County. So a lot of people end up moving outside of Charlotte city limits to one of the surrounding counties, and it can end up saving them thousands of dollars a year and tens of thousands of dollars over the time they live in the home. But don't let that scare you guys. Even though Charlotte taxes can be higher than the surrounding suburbs, they are quite low compared to the national average. And when comparing Charlotte property taxes to the national level, the easiest way to do it is looking at the effective tax rate, which is simply the percentage of your home's value that you pay in property taxes each year. Charlotte's effective tax rate is 0.62%, which is far below the national average of 1.02%. And when you stack Charlotte up against other big metro areas like New York, which is 1.26%, Los Angeles 1.24%, and even Chicago at a whopping 1.52%, it's very clear to see that Charlotte is very affordable when it comes to property taxes. If you guys are looking to relocate to the Charlotte area and want that inside scoop, what the locals know and you need to know, you've got to check out our team's Ultimate Relocation Guide. Completely free for you. Just scan this QR code right here or check the description below for a link that takes you right to your free copy. This gives you all the best information on the best communities, neighborhoods, stats, and schools so you can choose the best area for you and your family. Again, guys, just scan this QR code right here or check the link in the description below. All right, guys, so let's talk about the school districts, which is one of the biggest reasons people end up leaving Mecklenburg County for some of the surrounding areas. Mecklenburg County is served by Charlotte-Mecklenburg Schools, or CMS, which is the second largest school district in North Carolina and one of the largest school districts in the United States. But don't let me fool you, because there are some really desired school zones in the Charlotte-Mecklenburg School District, but there's a lot of less desired ones as well. Now, the most popular schools will be in Ballantyne, which is the southernmost tip of Charlotte, right on that North and South Carolina border, and also the northernmost tip of Mecklenburg County, which is Cornelius and Davidson, which are suburbs of Charlotte. They just find themselves in the same county. Now, this isn't to say all the other schools in the Charlotte-Mecklenburg system are bad, but for our clients that are looking for the best public schools, either stay at Ballantyne or they leave Charlotte proper. And not surprisingly, the demand to get into those school zones pushes the home prices higher by quite a bit. And outside those school zones, the Charlotte-Mecklenburg schools can be very hit or miss. Not all of them are very bad, but there are some that parents really try to avoid. The uneven quality and the higher prices in the more desired school zones are some of the biggest reasons why people that live inside Charlotte end up moving out to some of the suburbs that have some really high rated schools at better home prices. And guys, there are a ton of very strong options surrounding the Charlotte-Mecklenburg area. You have the Union County School District, which is just southeast of Charlotte City Center, ranked number 3 in North Carolina, especially areas like Marvin, Weddington, and Waxhaw, which has some of the highest rated schools in the entire state. And I will tell you, for our clients looking to relocate to Charlotte, those are some of the most requested schools from our clients. And if we look just northeast of Charlotte, you're gonna find the Cabarrus County School District, which is actually ranked number 8 in North Carolina. And the most popular is the flagship Cox Mill Schools. If you look north of Charlotte, you're going to see Mooresville, and they have the Mooresville Graded School District, which is number 5 in North Carolina. And if you look south of Charlotte, you're gonna find the Fort Mill School District. This is just across the border in South Carolina. This is the number 1 school district in South Carolina, and it's in the top 2% of school districts in the United States. So if you are moving to the Charlotte area and schools are important to you, then you have a lot of options to choose from. But don't get me wrong, if you wanna be in Charlotte proper, there are some great pockets to be in. And guys, the private schools you can find in Charlotte are some of the best in the area. If you want to know more about the schools here in the Charlotte area, we actually did 2 different videos, the best school districts in the Charlotte area and the best high schools in the Charlotte area. I'll put links to both those videos in the description below. Now let's talk about development and traffic. Guys, the entire Charlotte area is booming. Like I mentioned earlier, we have over 117 people a day moving to the Charlotte area. And guys, inside Charlotte, it's a little bit more dense. Obviously, it is an urban city, so you have a lot of growth and development happening all around us, which leads to a lot of traffic. Every single day, tens of thousands of people from the surrounding suburbs pour into Charlotte to commute to work. And guys, our infrastructure was not built to handle this much traffic. Charlotte ranks number 20 in the United States for highest traffic delay, with drivers losing an average of 41 hours per year just stuck in congestion. To put numbers to it, the average total commute time, which is a round trip for Charlotte workers, is about 48.2 minutes, which is slightly below the national average of 51.2 minutes. So a lot of people move to the surrounding suburbs to really get away from all that development and traffic. Now don't get me wrong, you're gonna have traffic anywhere because like I mentioned, Charlotte is growing. There is development anywhere you look around the Charlotte area, especially along those major arteries, whether it be I-77 to the north, or I-77 to the south, I-85 from Belmont into Charlotte, and especially from Waxhaw to Charlotte, you're gonna see a lot of delays. But when you live in Charlotte, traffic and development become a part of every single day life, especially if you live in places like South Park or Ballantyne. Those pockets in Charlotte are the most notorious for having traffic issues. So living in the surrounding suburbs gives you a little bit more breathing room. And over the years, many of these suburbs have developed to where you really don't need to leave the suburbs for many of your daily needs or your entertainment. And a lot of them started as mill towns, which means you have a really cool kind of main street town center that gives you a lot of restaurants and shopping that is really walkable in places like Fort Mill, Davidson, and Waxhaw. So let's talk about the next reason why people leave Charlotte for one of the surrounding suburbs, and it's really lifestyle. As people grow, their priorities shift. There's a lot of young professionals, especially around that 277 loop in the city center, in the boroughs like South End, Noda, Plaza Midwood, and Dilworth, where you're gonna have a younger population that really likes that hustle and bustle of the nightlife, the breweries, the walkability, all the crazy fun stuff. But as they get older, they want a little bit more space. Maybe they want to start a family, so they move to the surrounding suburbs. And a lot of these suburbs are very popular with family. Obviously, you have the strong schools, which is a big magnet for the people just starting their family or the people who have a little bit older kids, but they also have a close-knit community vibe that really caters towards families as well. Also, if you're looking for that coveted lake life, it is a little hard to find in Charlotte proper. So usually people who are looking to get closer to the lake or live on the lake either end up going up north to Lake Norman to places like Cornelius, Davidson, or Mooresville, or they go down south to Lake Wylie for places like Fort Mill, TKK, or Lake Wylie. Now, there are some places that you can live in Charlotte proper and enjoy that lake life, like Steel Creek and Mountain Island Lake, but they are few and far in between. And so overall, there really tends to be a sense of community identity in a lot of the suburban areas. In Charlotte, especially in the urban neighborhoods, life feels faster paced and more transient. People moving in and out for jobs, young professionals chasing opportunities, their life's just a little bit faster. In the Charlotte suburbs, you can find a lot more of that small town feel, with local parades, Friday night football, festivals, and tighter-knit communities that families love being a part of. So it really boils down to what stage of life you're in and what vibe you're looking for if you'll really enjoy Charlotte itself or one of the surrounding suburbs. All right guys, so the last reason we see a lot of people move from Charlotte itself to some of the surrounding suburbs is the safety concerns. Now don't get me wrong, there are some great neighborhoods in Charlotte that are very, very safe, but there's a lot of other areas and pockets, just like any city, with higher crime that many families work very hard to avoid. By comparison, many of the suburbs surrounding Charlotte are ranked some of the safest in the Carolinas. For example, if you look at Fort Mill and TKK, they are consistently ranked some of the safest towns in the state, and their crime rates are well below the national average. On the North Carolina side, you have places like Waxhaw, Matthews, Cornelius, Mooresville, and Davidson, all with crime rates well below Charlotte. So you'll find that many families actually move to the surrounding suburbs for a little bit more of a peace of mind, along with the stronger schools and that close-knit community vibe. With all that being said, Charlotte is just like every other major metro city. There are some safe areas and there's some not so safe areas as well. And when you take a step back and look at Charlotte as a whole compared to some other large metro areas, we are quite safe as an overall area. Charlotte's violent crime rate is about 7.4 incidences for 1,000 residents, which is lower than Atlanta, Philadelphia, Jacksonville, and Chicago. So even if you do choose to live in Charlotte proper, you're going to be relatively safe, especially compared to some of the other major metro areas. If you guys do want to have some fun and see the most dangerous cities in North Carolina, I did a whole video just on that. The places you definitely want to avoid if safety is a concern for you. I'll put a link for that video in the description below. So as you can see, there are plenty of reasons why people ended up living in Charlotte and moving to one of the surrounding suburbs. But with all that being said, Charlotte is still a great place to live, guys. It really depends on what you're looking to accomplish. If you want to be in that big city life, have more energy, that urban environment, then there's going to be a lot for you here in Charlotte as well. We wanted to shoot this video to really give you all the information so you can choose what vibe fits best for you and your family in the stage of life you're currently in. If you guys have any questions on what areas may be a best fit for you, myself and my team would love to be your real estate resource of choice. We're here to answer any questions you may have and really kind of guide you guys through to choose the best area for you and your family to call home. So whether you're looking to move in 9 days or 90 days, guys, give us a call, text us, email us, or schedule a Zoom meeting. The link is just below. Guys, thanks so much for watching. Until next time, we'll see you around town.